Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, Kentuckians and Americans, thank you for tuning in to the Eric Deters Show. As always, we're sponsored by Deters Law, Parks Yoga, and check us out on all of our platforms. Well, we always lead, as we say. If there's a Trump story, we'll lead with it. Trump is actually extending his lead in the polls over Ron DeSantis. And you know why this is happening? Because the base will never abandon Trump. And he has the base, and there's no place else for DeSantis to go. DeSantis is like, okay, you're the backup over here. But that's where he is. And my guess is, it would not shock me at all that as this continues to maintain what's going on in the polls, that DeSantis does not run. I think DeSantis has no interest in running and losing. That does him no good whatsoever. And the other thing, just flirting with the presidency gives you all the extra media attention. So he wins by going through all this process. Stormy Daniels, this is the New York prosecutor, U.S. District Attorney, is focused on these payments. Now, Trump's attorney has gotten out there and said, yeah, there's probably going to be an indictment, and he also explained why it's not against the law. Do you believe just the yuck that comes from these people? Let's talk about Stormy Daniels, okay? Stormy Daniels is a porn star. Now, that's her choice. It's America. But she is a porn star. She's not a woman of great virtue, okay? Now, get this. Trump's maintaining they never did have a relationship. She's saying there is. Trump's just maintaining this is shut-up money. Now, Trump does all this with the full advice of Michael Nitwit Cohen. I mean, Cohen's got to be one of the dumbest lawyers in the history of the world. He had the President of the United States as a client, and he turned on him. Stupid, stupid, stupid. But guess what? Trump can sit back and say, what are you talking about? Everything I did on advice of counsel. All of it. So just these are swarmy guys. Michael Avenatti, Stormy Daniels, Michael Cohen. It's all a bunch of yuck. A bunch of yuck. And what's crazy, remember what happened when they impeached Trump? His poll numbers went up. If they indict Trump for this, guess what? His poll numbers will not go down. His base will get even more fired up. But it's just, remember when I talked about prosecutorial discretion? You know, there's no prosecutorial discretion in the righteousness here. By the way, I just thought of something that I wanted to bring up about prosecutorial discretion. John Morant, the Memphis basketball superstar, who takes a gun into a bar and waves it around and everything else, is not charged with the crime. I wonder if that was menacing. You think about that. He has a gun, he's waving it around in a bar, no charges. I just scare somebody without a weapon. It's unbelievable. All right, Bank of America apparently has picked up $15 billion in deposits because small banks, people taking money out of small banks, putting in the biggest bank they can because they know the government won't let them fail. This is terrible. An Oregon teacher had high school students writing a sexual fantasy short story. God, who are these people in education who are obsessed with sex in our kids? It is so screwed up. Let me give you an example. I don't know how you feel or anything, but all that stuff just makes me uncomfortable. I guess I'm normal. It should make you uncomfortable. Sex and anything dealing with sex with kids, even high school students. It's just weird. John Moran, I already told you about that story. Unbelievable. He's not prosecuted for wanton endangerment, menacing, anything. By the way, I don't think he should have been. I'm just making my point. Border Chief of Joe Biden says the wall should be built. And Biden's saying, nah, baby, nah. See, I guess some of the people in the Biden administration sooner or later gets a conscience. Credit Suisse. Apparently, they've been in trouble for a long time. They're the second biggest bank in Switzerland, and I think they just going to get like 50 billion in francs from the Swiss government to keep them afloat. Second biggest bank in Switzerland. All right, I misspoke yesterday. I said Silicon Valley Bank gave $73 million to all these different causes. No, they gave $73 million to Black Lives Matter. What? What? Where did that money go? What was it spent on? That's insane. What's a bank doing giving money to Black Lives Matter? The world's gone to hell in a handbasket. Last but not least, Fauci says, I fulfilled my responsibility to tell the truth. Unbelievable. Fauci. Coming up next, Bulldog TV local news. Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to Bulldog TV Local News. As always, we're also sponsored by Deters Law, Parks Yoga, and check us out on all of our platforms. I decided that our top lead story today is going to be my trip to Harlan County, Kentucky, and the city of Harlan, my ancestry home. I went there, got a picture outside my grandma and grandpa Crippen Staples' home, went to where my grandpa used to work at the Harlan Daily Enterprise. Bottom line is, it was a great little trip. Had a great time. And also ate at the Harlan County Beer Company, where I had great chicken and dumplings. And I met Jesse Brock, Kevin Cornett there, had a great time. Bottom line is, folks, I went there. Harlan County is not like a bastion of a ton of Republican votes, but I went there symbolically for all of you that understand and realize that I have mountain blood, mountain roots, and I care about you. Eastern Kentucky, the mountain area, the southern Kentucky, I understand what it's all about. Jobs, jobs, jobs. Get rid of the opiate issue. Tourism. Clean up the Big Sandy. But you will have a friend there. Remember, I named my son Parker Riley Harlan. Wilfred Clemens Deters. I named him after every branch of the family. But my son's name, and my good luck hat, which I again forgot to bring today, is my 30-year-old Harlan Green Dragons hat. And also, I was Gene Goss's campaign manager when he ran for lieutenant governor for Larry Forgy. But I've been down there a lot, folks. Keep helping me. All right, long crime. Police were met with gunfire Wednesday night as they arrived at a Fairfield home for a welfare check. After a brief standoff, the Hamilton Fairfield SWAT team entered the home on Woodmont Court. The team found the resident deceased, but authorities have not released how he died. Southwest Ohio man Daryl Robert Harrison has been arrested for fraudulent behavior. Harrison claimed to be a prince from Ghana and claimed he was doing the Lord's work, eventually duped more than a dozen elderly church members out of over $800,000. The city of Newport has reached a record-breaking settlement for a wrongful murder conviction. William Virgil was arrested and spent 28 years in prison before DNA exonerated him. Virgil sued the city and was awarded $1 million for each year served, $28 million total. Unfortunately, Virgil passed away before the trial ended. The settlement will go to his family. In local news, North College Hill City Schools will become the first in Ohio to adopt a 4-day in-person school schedule. Students will go to school from Tuesday to Friday, but each Monday they'll work on classwork from home. The new format will begin starting next school year. Several tri-state high schoolers are currently involved in a yearly tradition known as Nerf Wars. The game involves teams that try to shoot opposing members with a Nerf gun until a team wins. Some parents and police are worried that sneaking around can be dangerous and cause unexpected results. In Kentucky State news, on Wednesday, the Kentucky House voted to make hazing that results in death or serious injury a felony. Lofton's laws named her Thomas Lofton Hazelwood, who died from a hazing event in UK in 2021. The Senate must now approve the bill that Kentucky would be the 14th state to classify hazing as a felony. The passing of House Bill 153 made Kentucky one step closer to being a Second Amendment sanctuary state. The bill will protect Kentucky firearm holders from any federal bans or regulations on the weapons. In Ohio State news, Ohio Republican senators have proposed a bill that suggests big changes in public universities. Some are calling it cancer culture bill, but its proposed changes that include ending diversity training and halting programs with Chinese institutions. The bill would also require all students take 3 credit hours of American history. Not a bad idea. And in sports, it's another speculation. The The Cincinnati Reds TV broadcasting partner, Bally Sports, has filed for bankruptcy. As of right now, Bally Sports is set to broadcast the Reds season opener. And they missed the biggest story. Orlando Brown from the Kansas City Chiefs, Pro Bowler, signed by the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeehaw! Coming up next, Spin Spindley. I spent the whole day with him yesterday, and I'm glad to get rid of him. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Coming up, Spin Spindley.
G'day Bulldog Nation. Today's headlines. A building used by Russia's Federal Security Service in the southern city of Rostov is on fire. Locals said they heard what was a loud explosion before the fire. The RISS is responsible for counterintelligence and border security along with counterterrorism. The app TikTok is set to be banned on phones and other devices used by government ministers and civil servants on security grounds in the United Kingdom, following Canada's suit 2 weeks ago. Global cocaine production has reached record levels as demand rebounds following COVID lockdowns. A new report has found it has increased by 35% between 2020 and 2023 to record levels. An entire network of spies working for Russia has been dismantled in Poland. Its defense minister has confirmed a group of 6 citizens of countries east of Poland have been arrested. In sports, Liverpool lost 1-0 to Real Madrid and Napoli of Italy beat Frankfurt 3-0 last night. See you all tomorrow. Take care. Cheers.